Well, hi. Good morning,
Oh,
everybody. What? You said,
I
oh,
said, I just said, okay.
oh, sorry. Hi. Good morning,
No,
everybody. Happy Tuesday. I believe it is. I really don't know. I'm not even sure I care.
well, maybe for some of the replayers, though, it might be
It,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
it might be March for you. We don't know. And I got to tell you, we don't care because my days are running into each other.
Can I tell you something, though? If it is March, you're in for a treat because this was the best show that we've ever had.
Yeah, the one you're about to watch, best show ever.
I mean, currently we haven't, we're doing it now, but
Again, another thing that I can't care about right now. I can't care about it. Well, anyway, happy Tuesday, everybody. So glad that you're here this morning. Today is September what? 19, I think. So yesterday was my girlfriend. Yesterday, my girlfriend and I went to lunch, and she said to me, "Melissa, do you know when my birthday is?" And then I had to begin singing. Do you remember the 21st night of September?
that's enough.
Well, because it's the September 21st. And I was like, oh, yeah, September 21st. And she goes, well, you remember it because it's in a song. And there we were sitting having lunch. Did I buy her? It's on September 18th. Did I buy her lunch?
Sure.
Knowing that in 4 days, I won't see her. She's going to Chicago and I won't see her to buy her lunch. And it was going to be her birthday. No, I did not. So even though she reminded me of her birthday seconds before lunch, still didn't buy her lunch because forgot it was her birthday. Okay. That's how bad I am at remembering other people's birthdays.
Okay. Now, if everything was reversed and your birthday was just a couple of days out and she wasn't going to see you,
I would agree.
and
I
she
would
didn't buy your lunch, well, how would
I
you?
would dig a hole in the backyard and put myself in it. I would dig a hole, put myself in it. I would grieve myself to death. My birthday is December 1st, and I'm going to need everybody to remember that. Okay?
That's in the song too. December 1st. December. Oh, I just wrote that for myself, so I don't
Yes,
forget. Oh,
exactly.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I thought
All right.
everybody knew that song.
Anyway, so what's going on?
Well, welcome to the Radke Show. This is a new show, a new daily morning live show.
The best morning show you've never heard of.
Um, sorry, you just knocked me off. So it's new to YouTube, but it's not new to us. We actually have celebrated over 1,000 episodes of a morning show. We started it on Facebook several years ago. Then it moved to Melissa's membership app, and now we are bringing it to the masses.
Upon which you might be asking yourself, how can they be this horrible if they've done 1,000 episodes?
You would think we'd be a little better,
But we're not.
but it's
Or imagine what we were.
oh,
Imagine what we
yeah.
were. But on Tuesdays, sometimes we do something called.
We have done hot topics on Tuesdays a lot. I don't know if we're going to do that going forward, but today, because how it has emotionally affected you,
What?
we do have something that we have to talk about. I actually did not know about this.
What are you going to bring up?
Until very recently. Hugh Jackman.
Oh my gosh. First of all, it's huge. My love can't put H's on words. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It's because he's so humble. I am verklempt. I am overcome, you guys. What is going on?
I was really surprised to hear that because anytime you see them, they seem wild about each other. They've been together forever.
They've been together for so long. Okay, David. Okay, I didn't know David was going to bring this up, but since he did, allow me to climb up on my box for a second, on my soapbox. Here is the deal. Here is why this is so devastating to me. Number one, I love Hugh Jackman. I do. But they've been married like 30 years. So David and I just recently celebrated 29 years.
You got to let that sink in. They're very surprised. They didn't even know we were 29 years old.
For real.
So they've got to let that soak in. And
okay, if you're watching this morning, in the comments right now, how long have you been married? Let us know how long you've been married. Some of you have been married 50 plus years. That's wonderful. I don't believe you. I think you're lying.
Or how long were you married? I mean, because we have people that have maybe lost a significant other. We have others that maybe have
Mm-hmm.
removed a significant other from the earth. You notice how I didn't say that word that might have got us in trouble?
That's right.
Some platforms using that word would have got us in trouble.
Hashtag fentanyl.
So I tried to back that out.
Okay. Can we get back to Hugh Jackman, please?
Yes.
I do want to know how long you've been married in the comments. Let us know, because it matters. It matters, and it should be celebrated. They've been married 30 years, and here are the reasons why I did not want Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness to get divorced. Number one, it's a marriage, and I don't ever want to see any marriage end, even the ones that I look at and think they cannot possibly be happy. Okay, like remember Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. I don't want to see that in a divorce. I don't want to see that happen to the
Well,
children.
remember when what was it? Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez were together.
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah,
They're still together.
they're back together again.
What are you doing? I don't like it when you act like you're coming out of a coma. Okay. Number one, they have children that they have adopted. And so that automatically endeared me to them because both of our children are adopted. So I was automatically endeared to them. But secondly, I'm going to say something. I'm going to go out on a limb and say something. I don't want hate for it. Hugh Jackman is a very, very nice looking man. Deborah Lee Furness is a beautiful woman, but I wouldn't say she's Hugh Jackman level of good looking. I think she is a class act. I think she's gorgeous. But Hugh Jackman, he teeters on handsome hot. Do you know what I'm saying? He teeters on handsome hot. She teeters on class act. It's just different. So please don't tell me in the comments, oh, you're talking about her look. What? No, I'm not. I'm just saying sometimes when a man who is considered a celebrity and he is considered hottish and he marries a wife that isn't considered hot, I really want him to make it because I feel like that's one for the girls. That's what.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, stop that. Okay, that's one for the girls. Like Pierce Brosnan. I don't think he's hot, but my mother loves him. He's married to a woman that a lot of people might not, Keely Shea Smith, that they might not think is like hot like him. And I'm like, you hang on, girl. You hang on, because you're rocking his world.
Was she the one on Ted Lasso?
What are you doing this morning? Acting like you don't know pop facts.
You said Keely.
I can't be married to somebody that doesn't know their pop culture.
You said Keely.
Okay, anyway, David, your funny bone's been busted this morning, and it's killing me, man. So I don't know, I'm really, really upset about it. 30 years of marriage down the old.
I don't care if
Poo-poo.
I don't care if you're a celebrity or you're a hermit. That really.
It's just happening everywhere. I mean, I'm sad about Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner, but I'm not going to say that I was super invested in that yet because it'd been 4 years. And sometimes I think that people look at, they do, but sometimes I think that people look at marriages like they look at starter homes. Like it's a starter marriage. I hate that phrase. Don't y'all? Write in the comments how that makes you feel when people say, "Oh, that was just a starter marriage." What?
Can I say something? I'm gonna mispronounce her name. What is the young? I think she's a model. I mean, I think that's what her occupation is. Emily R. It's like a
Radkes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy. I saw a post a week or so ago where she was talking about how she loved being 30 and divorced and it was so chic.
What?
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying if somebody's in a situation and they need to, and I don't know her situation, but I don't know, maybe that's empowering to some people because they've been in that situation and they don't want to feel like I'm 30 and already divorced. It's terrible. I just didn't like the way that landed, that it's chic to be 30 and divorced.
Okay. Maybe I'm not cool, but I thought chic was when you added a blue jean or a denim jacket to something that didn't originally call for it. Okay? And then you paired it with an upscale handbag. I thought that was chic. Not being 30 and divorced. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't use that label. Like, look at me.
I guess that's what it is. I don't know her situation. She may have really needed to get out of that. I have no idea. I know without a doubt there's some people that are watching that have been divorced, and that's absolutely the best thing for them. I don't know. I just didn't like
I
that.
have girlfriends who are 30 and divorced, and they're raising children on their own. And I don't think any of them would call it like, look at me, I'm chic. Look at me pairing these luxury handbag with these sneakers. I'm so chic. Like that's what
That makes
chic
it sound
is.
like you want to aspire to
Right,
it.
exactly.
Not that you're processing it and making the most of it, which I
Right.
think most of these people, it happens, you're making the most of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think we should aspire for it. But anyway, so
God broke my heart.
it is Tuesday during tennis season. It is a busy night.
Take me now, God. Take me now.
So both Remy and Rocco are playing tennis. Tonight is a tennis match. Thankfully, it has come down here in Texas. Not last week's tournament, the one before, or match, whatever. I was sitting out there. It was 104 degrees.
No, it was 111.
No, literal.
Oh, yeah.
The literal actual temperature was 104. It felt like
111.
111. It was miserable. Tonight, I don't think it'll be. I mean, it'll still be in the 90s, but I don't think it'll be as bad. But yeah, we got a busy night with the kids in tennis, and I guess I'm just curious. Is this going to be one that you go to, or you're not going to go to this one?
Okay, first of all, let me just address this.
Maybe it's busy, not for me and the kids, not so much.
First of all, I believe with all my heart and soul that our kids got together at the beginning of the school year, and Remy said, "Hey, Rocco," and he was like, "What, Remy?" And she was like, "Let's get together and pick a sport that will draw mom outside, that will place her outside." And then let's even go one better and pick one that doesn't have stands, where she's got to pack a chair on the back of it.
You said that like when you're trying to get like a dog out of the house, like you give it a piece of cheese and go, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
So did they pick basketball that would put me in an air-conditioned gym? No, they did not. Did they pick wrestling that we don't even have at our school? Again, no, they did not. Okay? They picked tennis, knowing full well I would have to sit outside and haul a chair across a field.
I'm sorry. When have you ever carried a chair?
David, one time you were busy talking and I had to carry it back to the car.
Yeah, that was.
So I'm very upset about it. And so, no, I have missed the last 2 weeks of tennis. Which, have y'all ever read that thing that's been online when your kids are in a sport? It's very, very important. You don't tell them, "I wish you had done better," or "I'm so glad you scored that point," or "great home run." The 6 words that you're supposed to tell your kids when they play a sport. "I love to watch you play." That's really what you're supposed to tell your kids. That's what they want to hear more than anything. I'm going to tell you how hard it is to say that to your kids.
You haven't seen them.
When you haven't gone and watched them. Okay? So 2 weeks ago, when I decided I'm not going to bake. I'm not going to bake in the sun. The kids came home and I walked up to them and I said, "Baby, I love to watch you play." And Remy was like, "Do you? Do you?"
Really?
So tonight, will I go? I don't know. I'm praying about it. Okay? I'm going to do what God leads me to do. And I can't even believe you'd have a problem with that.
We do have.
We want God to lead us and guide us in everything, David.
We do have that. We got this when Rocco played travel baseball. It's this big bucket that you fill with ice, and you put water in there too, I guess, and then you put a fan on top of it.
And it missed you in the face.
It missed and blows out really cold. We could get that going. I
Well,
I don't think it's going to be that hot today. It would have been last time, but
then get it going. Get it going, and I'll consider it.
But we don't have this problem when Remy goes to soccer. You know, soccer starts okay, but then it gets really, really cold, and we don't have the problem with soccer. Oh, wait, no, then it's too cold.
I was going to say, I'll see y'all in January when we're talking about soccer, and I'm upset about that. Okay? These kids can't get it right for me.
And I've bought her a heated seat.
He did. He bought me a heated seat.
Although I actually enjoy it as well.
I will tell you this. Tuesdays are very busy for us because of the whole tennis thing and sports and all that. And I know that Tuesdays are normally considered Taco Tuesdays. And I think it got its name because Tuesdays are busy for families. And so you just have to drive through fast food. I'm assuming that's where that came from. Okay?
Or it's easy to make tacos.
It's easy. It's quick and easy. I don't know what you and your family do, but tell us right now in the comments, on a busy night, like if tonight is a busy night for you because you got kids, you're trying to get them to all the different things, what are you doing for dinner? It brings up a great point because I cooked and I shared the recipe and we have a cooking segment that we're going to go to right now. I did a cooking segment and I cooked this meal for my family. Wanted to share it with you guys. I'm not a great, super classy cook in the kitchen, okay?
She's a great cook.
I mess things up all the time, but we do have a segment coming to you right now. Maybe tonight you don't have to make tacos. You're looking for something different to make. I hope this inspires you. Whether it inspires you to make it or not, you're going to have a whole lot of fun watching it, just like we had eating it. Hey everyone, and welcome to this cooking segment. A couple of things before we get started. Number one, I am a very messy cook. I just am. The food always tastes good, don't look that great, okay? I'm a very messy cook. So if you're thinking to yourself, she needs to work smarter and not harder, I know that. I know that. Secondly, I'm taking what is supposed to be like about a 35 to 45 minute dish and I'm putting it into like a 10-minute segment. So we're going to have to zoom through some of this, but that's okay. I was reading the other day about some great fall recipes that are coming before you know it. Cold weather will be here. And I came across one of my family's favorites, chicken pot pie. But this one is done with a little bit of a twist. I think my family's going to like it. I wonder if you will. Let's go ahead and get started right now. I've got about 1/3 of a cup of butter that's been melting right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and add my flour. So this is not the kind of chicken pot pie you've had before that's going to go like in a pie crust. No, it's going to be different. See, look at this. Whatever, man. Okay, I'm going to whisk this and get this nice and whisked. I don't know what the words are. Okay, I'm going to whisk this, and while this is kind of... Okay, a lot of people don't have to put up with a cameraman that laughs. Okay, while I do this, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of chicken broth and 1.5 cups of milk. I'm going to stir that in. So let me go ahead and get started with that. Now, we're just going to, it says to whisk this until it kind of thickens up. It's supposed to thicken. David, why isn't this thickening? Let me go check the directions. Whisking constantly 6 to 7 minutes or until thickened and bubbly. 6 to 7 minutes? I got that kind of upper body strength. All right, so we've done this about 6 to 7 minutes. It says to whisk it constantly until it's thick and bubbly. Nobody whisks me and I'm thick and bubbly. You're gonna actually sit it off of the heat, which is what I'm gonna do right now, and you're gonna add some Creole seasoning to it. I don't know what that's about. Okay, this is my favorite Creole seasoning in the whole world, and I've tried all kinds. This is from Mississippi State. They sell it there on campus. I know that is so weird, but it's my favorite. So I'm gonna add a bunch. Woo, give that some good flavor. What I have back here is a Dutch oven. And in my Dutch oven, I've got some butter melting. And I'm supposed to add in some diced onion. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you are not chopping your onion like this, then I'm not sure what you're doing with your life, but I'm going to tell you this, you're wasting it. Okay? You are wasting your life. This is how you chop an onion, my friends. Look at that. All done. And then you just pop the top. And it's in little bitty chunks. Once it says that this onion starts to kind of cook down and looks a little like transparent, maybe a little caramelized. It also said to add mushrooms, but I'm not a mushroom fan at all, so I'm never going to add them to a dish unless I just absolutely have to. So you can add mushrooms to this if you want, but your girl's not. Okay, we're back. My onions have finished cooking. They're like nice and translucent, and my oven is now on to 425 degrees. And now I'm going to start adding the filling for the chicken pot pie. I've got these carrots. So it called for like matchstick carrots, and I couldn't find any. So I'm having to cut these up with kitchen scissors. And if you don't think that's fancy, then get out of here, because this is very fancy. Also, I'm not going to add a ton of carrots because not a lot of us like them. Really just, David, do you?
I do.
Pour the peas in. just a whole thing of these sweet peas, frozen. It says to keep them frozen until ready to use. And I got a 2-pound bag of Southern style hash browns that called for the cubed hash browns. So I just have the great value kind, and I'm gonna use about half of this. So, that's good. I don't remember putting potatoes in a chicken pot pie before, but to each his own. You're gonna stir this up really good. I told y'all I'm not very fancy. See, I'm pouring this creamy, dreamy sauce all over. Okay, I'm gonna give that a stir. Oh, I forgot the chicken. Just kidding. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this get through all nice and hot. And then I'm gonna add it to a 9x13 casserole dish, which I have out over here on the cabinet, and I've already sprayed it with my Pam. I'm gonna pour it into that casserole dish, and then it's what comes after that is a little bit of a twist. I hope people like it. We'll see. I'll be right back when that's ready to pour. So here's where things get a little bit different. So this recipe calls for you to make your own homemade biscuits that are gonna actually go on top of this, okay? But I ain't going to all that trouble. Hey everyone, and welcome to this cooking segment. A couple of things before we get started. Number one, I am a over mix it is what it says. I'm gonna take what I hope are gonna be about 6 or so biscuits. See,
I just can't leave well enough alone.
You really can't. It drives me crazy. They didn't even get to see the end of the video.
I know. You will be able to see the end of the video. Absolutely. We will pull the recipe and put that up. That was totally my fault. I was trying to help a transition in a minute, and when I moved something, it started the thing over. So, hey, I'm learning.
You are.
So,
don't worry, we'll put that up on Facebook too, so you can see it there. Hey, a couple of things I want to remind you of. Wednesdays are We're Here For You Wednesday. If you have any questions, please send them in to Melissa at melissaradke.com. They will remain anonymous unless you specifically tell us not to. And then don't forget, on Friday we have Pop Culture Friday. What are you watching, listening to, reading, viewing? We want to know so we can talk about it. So send those things to Melissa at melissaradke.com. Other than that, we just have a golden moment for you. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow. I read this quote the other day. It's so, so great. So in our golden moment today, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to think about this that I'm about to tell you. You ready? Here we go. Your thoughts are real. Doesn't mean they're true. I would give credit to whoever came up with that if I knew who said it. I promise that I would. It's so amazing, isn't it? Your thoughts are real. They are valid. What you're afraid of, you're really afraid of. What you're worried is going to happen, you're truly worried. Those are real thoughts. Doesn't mean they're true thoughts. So for today, please distinguish between the two. Your thoughts are real. You're stewing on them is real. You're thinking about them. You're overanalyzing them. You're worrying about them. That's all real. But it doesn't mean they're true. And if I'm going to give anything my time, it better be true. So distinguish between the two and have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.